Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the MAC football season as we crown a champion in the MAC Conference Championship game. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ball State Cardinals. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play moves the ball to the 44. Will be first down. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Jet sweep here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down. Breaks the tackle. Just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And this one is right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The shotgun running play call. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. He'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Gets into space at the 50. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
First and 10 play coming up. They're going to run it. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. To the right there, the defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry the face, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Rockets lining up here on 1st and 10. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Rockets are in the red zone. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown? He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To the air. It's Sanders. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, third down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And it's good for a first down with a 36.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Rockets line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
He's trying to cash in here in the red zone. Here's the toss play now, running left. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He's got it right near the end zone. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Rockets line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, and they go up 17-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Cardinals offense back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Wow, what a play by this safety. Sometimes you'll see teams around the country not willing to play much cover two because they're concerned about the safety and coverage. But in this case, man, he played it perfectly, read the football, and made the interception.
They'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Hunter takes the toss, runs to his left. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And the lead remains 10 after that miss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Rockets will kick it off to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Cardinals offense is back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. The pass rush closing in. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Looking to pass. It's Sanders. The pocket breaking down. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'll just see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Or it's snapped to the back. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
And that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call specifically for these situations.
Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. They attack the deep middle of this defense and they'll come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. This is the 6th play on the drive. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. Back to pass. It's Sanders. Down he goes. A sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's fourth down and long.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And he drops back in the gun. Going for a big play downfield. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. They test the middle but get stopped. That run goes nowhere. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. There's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
You see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ball State offense back out there. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Bringing pressure. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
First and 10 now for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back, and he fires the football to the right side. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down here at 26.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it on the move. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, All State. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, and all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Running with purpose. They get him down, and the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block.
Touchdown, Cardinals. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Empty backfield now as they go for two. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver makes the catch and runs it into the end zone to push the lead up to 6. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. The toss, testing the right side here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And the running back takes the handoff.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. And the Rockets with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Dump off caught by the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Didn't quite get the playoff delay of game. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Look. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Can you believe it on this drive? Wow. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? At the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Ball State. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
So an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Direct snap to the back. And he dives right over the pile with a 2-point conversion.
So they decide to run it in on the 2-point conversion, and it turns out to be the right call. With 2 up on the board.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Seven defensive backs on the field in preparation for this passing down. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And he throws his third interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Special seasons have a way of bringing out the best in teams. Now they can call themselves champions of the MAC. Not easy to do. But we'll have to wait and see if the committee invites these MAC champions to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.